I believe the Bora Ring's used for some events from one of our family groups because we all have different organisations. My organisation's non-profit, more about environmental conservation, culture heritage. Other groups are doing language and everything, and they've used the Bora Ring for events, and some of us other family members a bit like, I know how strict the cultural law is there, so I wouldn't be kind of messing with that area if I was them, but each to their own. That's their business to mess with, I guess. But that's the only really site I know that there's been anything culture related on the public site. Kumameri Park, I held about 2 years ago a 50-year anniversary commemoration for the bones under the ground. It was 50 years since we reburied them. And the Historical Society and the archaeologist and Dr. Lila Hugland, who did the initial report and book on Kumameri Park, all encouraged me to do something. And I'm like, all I can think of to do is what we do at other death ceremonies when we bury someone. We get a piece of their sand from their place. So we went and got some sand from down at Broadbeach or something, bought it and put it in a beautiful bowl. And I said to everyone, we'll do dances and a welcome. So then I want to ask you all to walk up the field, walk around the mount and say something to my ancestors, or just sprinkle the sand and, show your respect, and then you can walk off. And, that's just a sand ceremony for us to say, we know you're there, we acknowledge you there, and we respect what you went through. Even though we don't know the full story, we believe that might be either one of the massacre sites or the burial sites. So they never got to complete their studies on that whole area. So I don't know, there's things like that we're trying to do, but I've travelled to Europe and I see churches, basilicas, all these places where people have died, and you can't step on them. They're fenced off. There's big shrines and everything about it. And then ours is in a football park next to the footy field behind the high school with no protection around it. Yeah, there's a concrete slab under the ground and one sign, but that's my culture heritage under the ground and it's not protected by anyone. I said that could be a perfect job for us to manage that site, and stop people treading on it, walking all over our people that died there. And I've also said to the people when I'm there, I'm like, all these wealthy houses around, I said, what's it bet they didn't dig up all those areas properly? I can guarantee some of them have activity probably happening in their home they can't explain because the right thing wasn't done in this area. If this was an entire burial area, I can guarantee all those houses were over the top of it too. They're all waterfront, beautiful houses on canals, good luck to them. And the other site, like I said before about Burleigh Mountain, I want to start getting back into going up there and doing women's activities. We've been doing a few things down the bottom of the mountain, going swimming and having meetings, but I want to talk to Queensland Parks about co-management of one of those sites again so that we can get back to looking after it the way we know. And it wouldn't be shutting people out, it would be opening it up in a new way that you educate them to have a zero footprint on our country while you're visiting the country, not dropping your rubbish or take a bag with you and pick up rubbish along the way. I don't know, the other sites, there's a few other sites that we haven't really shared with the public, and there's a few other sites that have been destroyed by the public. I knew there was a Bora Ring in Bundall, I believe, near the golf club, and I don't really know what's happened to that. I've just seen it on one of our old maps, but it's right where a golf course is, so I'd say it's long gone. Some other sites. I've been asking my cousins if we could map those sites before we lose that heritage, like of those ones that are lost, because we do know bits and pieces. There's Brighton Parade was the one at where Gardner Island was. They used to finish the Drumley Walk down there because there was a relative would walk from Beaudesert, Mununjali, Yugambeh country all the way down over the mountains and come visit my great-great-grandmother, our Apical ancestor, and he used to say to the kids there that I'm not from this country, kids, my country's over the mountain kind of thing. But then there's rumours that he might have been siblings to one of our apicals, so I'm not really sure. We're trying to locate all that info and hopefully we'll you.